Oscar Bevis, IFL, TV, MTK Global, delighted to be joined by Mr. Sam Gilley. How are we, mate?
All good, mate. How are you?
Very well. It's been a while. I last saw you when you were on the southern area at Maidstone, and I think a few things might have happened, and the world might have shut down, be on its way open again. But you are boxing. How have you found the last, what's it been now? How have you found the last 13, 14 months?
Well, it's been tough, but it's been tough for everyone, isn't it? But I feel I'm lucky that I got my show in and boxed when I did for the southern area, because it was literally a week later and they shut everything down. So I was the last show with fans, I think I was. So yeah, very grateful that I got that in. But it's just been boring, isn't it? There's just nothing to do. You can go to the gym. That's all you can do. As much as I love going to the gym, but it would be nice to do something, something else. But no, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're getting through it now, and we can start looking forward to having fans back and stuff like that later in the year.
Yeah, echo those words. You weren't a full-time, or are you a full-time professional now? You are now. Yeah. So did you have to do any graft through the COVID period?
No. Do you know what? After the fight, I did, just to keep myself busy more than anything. I went and worked at my mate's recycling yard. I've done a few days with Trendy Landscapes, just to keep myself busy and just earn a bit of money while I was like, if I could work, I could work. So, but I didn't need to go and do it. I've got great sponsors that have stuck by me the whole way through, and Rod's done an amazing job and picked up new ones when this opportunity come through. So, yeah, I've been really lucky.
Yeah, because there are a lot of lads in that time who've almost gone back to work and just sort of fucked boxing off a bit. But you got yourself your WBC International title shot. Let's talk about the Southern Area night first, because I remember that night you sort of pitched it as that was your world title fight. And when you won it, the emotion that you showed, it's one of my favourite interviews to date, that you was almost like in tears at points of how happy you were. And I don't know, now you're moving on to something a lot bigger.
Yeah, do you know what? That's going to always be special to me, because I didn't win a title in the amateurs, and I was always told that you ain't good enough to win titles in the amateurs, or you're never going to go on to do nothing in the pros and stuff like that. And obviously, Rod's changed all that with his coaching in the gym, and he's given me every opportunity that I've wanted, and I've been dedicated and I've developed. And so yeah, that was for me to finally. I started when I was 11. For me to keep cracking on and then to win my first professional title, that was massive for me. But it also showed to me that I can cope with occasions like that, and I can now go and push on and do much more.
So is it, like you said, just having the champion next to your name, whether it be champion of your household, champion next to your name.
I won a professional title. That was like, because even when I boxed in like the London and stuff like that, I'd always come up against kids from like West Ham, Repton, and I always struggled with 3 rounds. I was never any good at them. I always started too slow, and by the time I got going, the fight was finished. So for me to get that under my belt and just to have that around my waist, and just to say, yeah, I'm a champion, was just emotion, because I've been wanting to do it since I was 11 years old. So, but now it's happened. That's done, and now I want bigger things.
Hardest man in the area at your weight as well. You must have lorded that over a couple of people, surely.
Yeah, definitely.
Danny Ball, what sort of a fight is this for you? Sort of hardcore boxing fans will know yourself, they'll know Danny, but for those who aren't too aware, what sort of a fighter have you got in the other corner in Danny Ball?
Mate, he's got to be a good kid, because he's won that belt, but I don't believe he's going to have anything for me that's going to be too troubling. Do you know what I mean? He's a good kid. I think he does a few things well, but I just think I'll be better than him in every department, and I think I'll punch too hard. But this time I won't be trying to punch too hard like I was in my last fight. So there'll be method behind the madness this time, and I believe it'll get him out relatively decently.
What sort of a step up is this for you?
It's a good step up for the belt, but I genuinely believe Curtis Felix will be a harder fight than Danny Ball, because Curtis was he's a nightmare, isn't he? He's changing angles all the time. He's flicking shots up, and he's quite elusive. Whereas Danny's in front of you, and you don't want to be standing in front of me when I'm letting go on you. So, I believe once they hit him, he'll be on the back foot and he'll be circling But I don't think he's got the ability to hold that. He's very good coming forward. He showed against Mason Cartwright he can punch, but I need to show a different side to me as well, because me and Rod know what we can do. Me, Ross, Rod, we all see it all the time. But doing it on the stage where everyone's watching, no one's seen it yet. So you're all going to learn something different about me as well, because the game plan we've got isn't one that I've used before, shall we say. So I've got more magic tricks to come out this time.
Well, you talk about the stage, and as much as I love IFL and we do live stream those fights in Maidstone, live on BT Sports probably got a bit of a better ring to it for yourself. It's a big stage, isn't it? And you know, there's lights at any show, but there's big lights here, and there are people watching as well, and you've got to take that in. And obviously, it's exciting, isn't it?
It's definitely good for the sponsors, isn't it, Rod?
Yeah.
But listen,
I had a few phone calls in.
Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, well, Rod has, but I think he's been driving a few people mad. But no, listen, MTK does things amazing. I mean, the setup they've got, and we love every experience that we have with MTK. They're brilliant. But yeah, just being on the TV, I mean, people are going mad over this. So, and I mean, it's got our juices flowing again straight away, and it was something we couldn't turn down. Like, as soon as we got offered it, we took it straight away within 5 minutes. So, but we've just got to go out there and have put on a performance to open everyone's eyes to see how good I am.
And I don't want to sort of look into the future, because obviously you've got your man in front of you, you've got a belt to win. But so if you do win, say you go in there, you blast him out, you look sensational. I don't know, like, there's getting signed and fighting on TV regularly. It's there, isn't it? It's there. The path is there.
Well, listen, I mean, that's what every fighter wants, isn't it? So, but you've got to do the art. When you're not a Dennis McCann, you're not one of these boys that have won massive titles as an amateur. You've got to do things the hard way, and I've done it the hard way. So come up through selling tickets. I've made my name on the small shows. I've then gone and won myself my first title, and then I've got an opportunity to go and stick myself world ranked with the WBC. So I think I've done it the right way. I think I've done it the hard way, and I think the development on the way through will prove on Friday night.
I remember when I interviewed you at York Hall once, and you said, "I'm just a council estate kid," and I think I titled it that. So you'll go from a council estate kid to world ranked. Like, that's a story and a half.
Well, yeah, like my mum and dad come from a council estate in Walthamstow, and like that was where I grew up. Do you know what I mean? Kicking a ball against the wall on a Friday night in my hands and stuff. So to come from there, and then, I mean, I wasn't the most academic in school, as you can tell. I could better get that sentence out. But
I wasn't the most academic in school.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's stuff dreams are made of. To say that you're going to be world ranked with the WBC, do you know what I mean? So it's an opportunity that I've just got to take.
Well, I look forward to it. It's a cracking fight on paper, and hopefully it delivers as well, and everything goes smoothly. Final words?
No, just tune in Friday night. It's going to be a big performance, and yeah, thanks to all my sponsors for all their help, and thanks to Rod and Greg Marriott for getting me down to the weight so easy this time. It was unbelievable.